Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Transport Fever 2, where I'm having fun with virtual trains, trucks, planes, ships, and try to not go bankrupt in the process. Before I begin today's episode, I'd like to remind you to hit that subscribe button and use the bell to stay up to date with my latest content. I would also like to encourage you to join my Discord server, where you can interact with me and other Transport Fever fans, talk about the game and mods, or just chill. You can find link in description down below this video. So, welcome back. I can't remember which episode is that. I think it's episode 13 already. Wow! We smashed it. Anyway, in previous episode, as you probably remember, we've been bringing Seaton to its former glory as one of the main towns on our main route, or on our train route, and we succeeded. We managed to actually build up this station so it will satisfy our needs for a very long time. So it's a very good thing to have a station ready when you need it and ready for the job that it might need to serve. So with that problem out of our way, we now need to start to organize delivery of certain cargoes to Seaton and other neighboring towns that Seaton will be actually distributing those cargo to. So as you probably remember, main plan was to use Seaton Station as a transfer station for delivering fuel from Shaftesbury up to Sheringham, if I remember correctly the names of those towns. So let me just switch to the game window so we don't drag this introduction too long. I do apologize for occasional like banging in the background. Unfortunately, my slumlord decided to refurbish one of the flats above, while he haven't decided to actually fix issues with my flat. So like, well, that's why it's slumlord. Anyway, let's carry on. It's not episode for me to actually complain about landlords and how bad renting system and renters protection is in UK. Anyway, we just received some new trains or some new locomotives, which we might eventually use during this episode, because the ones that just popped up seems to have perfect parameters for our needs. However, let me quickly explain what we are going to do. So we need to start producing fuel at a rate that will satisfy a needs for or needs of at least 2 towns. Currently we are far away from this plan, so let me just highlight what I'm up to. So currently, when we check Shaftesbury Fuel Refinery, which is the only place that produces any sort of fuel and this kind of stuff, we managed to produce a massive amount of 12 units per year. So now you get where I'm going, yeah? If we can bring it up to like 80, which is very optimistic plan, I think we may start to export something to different towns. But how do we start to produce 80, you ask? Well, we need to make sure that we deliver enough produce, yeah, or ingredients. Yes, that's how it's called in English. So we need to start delivering enough ingredients to actually mix all those oils and create fuel out of it. It looks good. It's mostly flat ground, so it shouldn't be too difficult to create a simple railroad line that will just deliver crude oil from point A to point B. So let's get going. Let's start building it, and then we will try to connect it to main line through Shaftesbury Central, where pretty much this small line will just split off. We will send 1 or 2 trains on it, and that's fine. So I need just one platform, 160 meters. I'm really tempted to make it 240. It's gonna be long, especially for this era, but it will save me a lot of hassle later when there will be time to upgrade. While the station is well, it is going to be quite you say long and large, but I think it's fine. Yeah. Okay, so let's put this on, and that's pretty much all we need when it comes to delivering crude oil. There we go. Fantastic. So with that done, this station is pretty much ready. Those are very, very long stations, I know, but for now they will do the job. Eventually later I might expand them and start exporting some of the grain, logs and all that stuff, but I don't see it happening really. When we get better tracks, I might even resign from this lane and turn it into like a very old lane that will just catch rust and just act as a nice how do you call it, beautification? No, nice I can't remember how to call it in English. Well, nice element that will act as a like a not obstacle. Perhaps it's the more appropriate name for it would be I don't know, immersive element, I guess. Right. Let's see. So the game is offering me to make this on even ground, which I'm not sure if I'm fully up to. I mean, I can afford it. That's only 700,000, which is fine. I'm okay with that. I can even make it like a proper stone bridge. I think I'm happy with this result. So that is one thing that works. Now, what we need to do now is I just need to expand those tracks, definitely, because that's our main line, and that main line needs to go away from the station. So perhaps let me just drag it to this direction, because we will definitely going to need that. There we go. Beautiful. Beautiful. And that level crossing seems to work perfectly fine. Okay, fantastic. Now I know what we are technically doing. Technically, because practically I got no clue. Right. I'm with you. Ooh, that looks awful. Okay, I'll take it. Perhaps we need to redo this part. That looks good. We don't need any cargo station here. Everything will be sorted out by trucks and local transport. But I definitely need this train here, because it's going to deliver things much faster and more efficient than all these trucks. So yeah, I like it. Right. Anyway, assets. I need to put something on these trucks, shall we? So definitely this town will be standing in oil and delivery of such. We will definitely export some food and grain, perhaps. So we might reflect on that. In fact, well, exporting grain would be a little bit of a waste, but definitely exporting some fuel oil or anything that's liquid makes sense. Exporting food, yeah, that's for sure. Sooner or later it will happen. We might export some wood or wood products. So definitely those kinds of wagons would be present on those sidings. So let me just find a proper asset for that. There we go. And now we need to find... Right, open wagon. This is one of the four-plank British wagons. So those hoppers definitely could find their nice spot on one of the sidings. So I think this one would serve well. We don't need that much, but some hoppers might eventually work. Right, that's as close as I can get them towards each other. Fantastic. Now, perhaps some cargo would do the job. But that's not the right asset. I think I had a better asset to serve that purpose. And nope, nope. Oh, come on. DX? No. Which one was this? Oh, there we go. There we go. Generic British open wagons. Okay, fantastic. So we can make it one plank. There we go. That's a perfect platform. And we can even throw some cargo on top of it. Perhaps having some sort of planks or wood would do the job, isn't it? I think having them like here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perhaps 9. Yeah, 9 seems like a good amount. Yeah, so now it starts to look a little bit more lively. What else? That is this type. I need generic wagons, perhaps. Can I find a tanker? It's gonna be very difficult. I haven't seen those, in fact. And I'm worried that we might not have any tankers at the moment. And I don't want to... Yeah, that doesn't sound good. Oh my goodness me, how did I miss that? Baggage assets, no. Nope. Oh, okay. I will definitely have to look into it. Because we need some sort of a tanker trucks, isn't it? Tanker wagons to put on our sidings. And that is definitely not going to help me. But, well, can I just find it? No. Oh my goodness me. Right. We will have to work with what we got. And we don't have much. I need to work on some nice assets then. 060. Fantastic. Well, I can always put like oil barrels on top of like a one planker or covered or into a covered wagon or brake van. In fact, covered wagon with barrels loaded into it seems like a very bad plan. Planks, yeah. I mean, one plank with a pallet that is inside the one plank also doesn't seem to be a greatest of ideas. Yeah, covered wagon seems to be working best. So I will leave those with some loaded cargo. I'll try to get some tank cars in here and replace these assets, because definitely it doesn't look good to have only this type of wagons. Let me just get proper engine to get it sorted, or to actually work on that. So we definitely need a saddle one with like a built-in coal compartment or a tender. Well, I wouldn't call it a tender, because like a tender is a separate wagon. And in this case, we can actually call it rather a coal compartment. So definitely it's a good locomotive to act as a shunter and like a move cargo around or move empty wagons. We can also throw in extra carriages somewhere on either siding. So some passenger wagons that are just being stored by rail company will be highly appreciated. Perhaps, yeah, breaker wagon. There we go. And perhaps, can I? Nope. Oh, there we go. That's exactly what I want to do. Let's focus on making this route work, because that's the main goal that we are here. So we got Upper Shaftesbury to Shaftesbury sidings. I wouldn't call it sidings because there are no sidings. And at Shaftesbury sidings we want full load with unlimited timer. I just want to push as much crude oil as I can. And Upper Shaftesbury we are only unloading crude oil. That's it. I am not loading anything. While here we are just loading crude oil. There we go. And we are not unloading anything. So this is being called rail cargo. And that is going to be crude, or perhaps Shaftesbury crude. There we go. I like it. Where is that? Shaftesbury crude. Where is this? Oh, this is trucks. I need rail cargo. Shaftesbury crude. There we go. I need some better color, so definitely black one to represent the same line pretty much. The thing is that this line will be executed much faster by those trains. So that is one thing sorted. I will leave those tracks in operation for now, because before we will get a train, it is going to take some time. Yeah, that is for sure going to happen. This train is going to take a long time to reach here. Where am I? Seaton? Oh no. I think the nearest, yeah, train depot that I got is pretty far away. It's like quite a length. I might need to build some other train depot somewhere closer to Shaftesbury, but it's not going to happen in this episode. For now I will refrain from that. I need this lane crude. We got, how many tracks we got? We got quite a few tracks. Yeah, there's about 23 tracks that I can distribute between two lanes, which is fuel delivery and refined oil. Okay, so manage vehicles, and I would like to get, oh, there's 20 vehicles, so that makes things simple. Okay, so we got 10 vehicles that will go to track Shaftesbury refined oil, and remaining 10 will go to Shaftesbury fuel delivery. There we go. And that makes this, well, fuel delivery has rate of 94 and refined has rate of 70. Beautiful. Just beautiful. Okay. So that is a huge challenge towards our train. Let's pause the game for now. Because I don't want those tracks to distribute too fast. We now need to figure out what kind of train do we want. Because this is a very, very good question. We got those new ones, which are... Is that 060? 1871, yes. So those are LBSCR. I don't quite... Yeah, those are C-Class freight line. Fantastic. Many six-wheeler heavy freight engines. Scotland. Okay, so this is like a Scottish rail. Fantastic. Fantastic. So Scottish rail. We got mostly reversed ones, but I don't need reversed ones. I need normal ones. Right. I think black will do. It's after all, it's going to be like a freight line. Just purely. I can make it yellow. In fact, yellow? I mean, adding some color never hurts, is it? Right, let's see what's the top speed. Top speed is 64, which is decent. Engine type steam, obviously. Power 400 kilowatts, which I'm perfectly fine. Tractive effort 68 kilonewtons. I'm fine with that. In fact, that's a pretty good result. Loading speed 1 times. I don't think it's going to change. Emission 78. But on the route that we are going to operate, there's no need to be to save up on emissions, because it's out of town. This train pretty much will never reach any reasonable town unless what is this? Shaftesbury will eventually grow, and I don't think Shaftesbury will grow that much to actually reach this lane. And lifespan is 9 years. Lifespan is pretty short, but well, I'm not worried about that. Yeah, this one has 9 years. Wow, 7 years for Borsig. Okay, that makes sense. 1862, 7 years lifespan. Wow. Oh, that's perhaps because we are using like a date speed of a quarter. If I would use normal date speed, probably we would be talking about 14 years or something, but like 7 years seems reasonable. Yeah. So class 060 is going to be a train that I'm going to use. It's, well, for now it has excellent rating, but that's going to quickly change, because we need some tank cars. And ooh, all-purpose wagon. No, that's not going to happen. We need tank car. But the one that I got have 50 kilometers per hour. Colliery wagon. Okay, that's wow, top speed 32. Never going to happen. Fake wagon reverse. No. I'm actually surprised because I can't find any tank cars. So I guess I will have to bottleneck myself with the cars and use that 50 kilometer per hour tank cars. Oh, that is going to add a problem. Right, let's make it longer then. 100 capacity. I mean... Yeah, sounds good. Sounds good to me. So we got 100 capacity for this train, and it's pretty cheap, I have to say. It's going to cost us 4.5 million, which is pretty much going to set us back to 10 million. We got... haven't counted how many wagons we got, but we got quite a few wagons. The train length is 148, which is fine. Top speed 50 kilometers per hour, because the cars can't go faster. And the capacity of our train is going to be at 100 units. I think I'm happy with that. 100 units every time we move. That means we are going to produce 50 every time this train goes a full circle. Is that going to be enough? I think it is, because this train will easily make 2 trips, 2, perhaps even 3 trips per year. Especially that it can easily hit 50 kilometers per hour with, well, mediocre quality. I think we are good. Yeah, let's go for it. 20 wagons. Wow, that is a massive train. I'm telling you that. So, with that said, we got this train in depot, and in fact, I think that is all done for now. When I start this route, I think I will just have a look at this train leaving the depot and making its way towards its first route. And that's how I'm going to wrap it up, because there's nothing I planned for today's episode. Well, there's nothing more I planned for today's episode. I actually planned to start this route, make sure that it works, and eventually optimize it a little bit. But before we start producing some serious amount of fuel in Shaftesbury, there is nothing else I can do, because later on I need to set up 2 lines between Shaftesbury and Seaton and Sheringham to actually start sending that fuel to Sheringham and start supporting Sheringham and its growth. Because right now it's very neglected town. It's actually shrinking. Yeah, it is going to shrink to 188. I need to support its growth and make it same as big as Shaftesbury and perhaps Seaton, which is currently at 400. Fantastic. Well, it is going to grow to 400. It is currently at 382. But again, it is going to change, because later on I will try to expand production of tools. And how am I going to do that? Well, in order to do that, I need to wait for better trucks to arrive, and with better trucks, they are going to deliver things faster, and that will jump. It will actually skyrocket. Yeah, let's do it. So I will send this train into its merry way, and then we are going to jump on it and have a look how it performs on its new route. And that's how I'm going to leave you. So Shaftesbury crude. Fantastic. In fact, where's the train? So let me just start it. Okay, the doors are opened. And that's our train. I will just stick the camera to it for now. Let's observe it from external camera for now. And that's pretty much how I'm going to wrap today's episode. So I'll leave you with this train until it arrives to its first station, where it's actually stopping, which is pretty much entire length of my route at this moment. So I'm hoping that this will be nice and enjoyable ride for you guys. Anyway, if you want to quit now, that is going to be a perfect moment. But before you do so, you might want to jump on my Discord, which is, well, for which link you can find in description down below this video. and you can share your thoughts. You can give cool ideas or somewhat have influence on the shape of this series by actually interacting on Discord server that is plugged to my channel. You can find many various things in there. We can also have a chat in there, because that's the place where you can actually find me. And finally, you can make suggestions, make votes to anything I do in relation to this channel. So if there are any cool suggestions that you may have, pop into Discord and leave it there. That's the best place to do so. Other than that, well, thank you very much for watching. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. If you want to get informed about my new content, hit that notification bell button, and don't forget to share your comments down below. Have a great day and see you all later. Later. Out.